Hey guys, we're going to do area of compound figures today. So we're going to use all the area formulas that we've learned so far. So we know the area of a rectangle is base times the height. The area of a parallelogram is, again, base times the height, the perpendicular height. Don't use this slanted line. The area of a triangle is 1/2 base times the height, perpendicular height. Or you can do base times height divided by 2. It means the same thing. And then the area of a circle is pi times the radius squared. Again, the radius goes from the center to the outside of the circle. Okay. If you need to, you can pause the video and write these formulas down, or you can screenshot this, or you can always Google the formulas if you forget as you're working through them. So the first thing we're going to look at is the area of a semicircle and a quarter circle. So if you're finding the area of a semicircle, that's going to be half of the circle, right? We're missing this other half. So we just find the area of the whole thing and divide it by 2. So the area of a circle is pi times the radius squared. Okay, well here our radius is 2. So this is pi times 2 squared. Okay, 2 squared is 4. Tells you to do 3.14 for pi. So we have 3.14 times 4. Again, you can use your calculator to help you with this part. So when you do that, you're going to get 12 and 56/100. Now remember, this is only half of a circle. So to find the area of half a circle, we have to divide that by 2. When we do that, we're going to get 6 and 28/100. The directions say they want it to the nearest tenth. So we round that to 6 and 3/10 feet squared. Remember, the area is always squared. Okay, if you're finding a quarter of a circle, you're going to find the area of the whole circle, and then this is only 1/4 of the circle. So when you find the area, then you'll just divide by 4 to find 1/4 of it. So the area is pi r squared. The radius here is 6. So we have pi is 3.14. 6 squared is 36. Use your calculator to help you with that part, and you're going to get 113 and 4/100. Again, we only want a quarter of the circle, so we're going to divide that by 4, and that's going to give us 28 and 26/100. Rounding to the nearest tenth, that will round to 28 and 3/10. That is inches squared. Okay, so semicircle, make sure you divide by 2. Quarter circle, make sure you divide by 4. Now we're going to look at compound figures. So we're going to have some different shapes all combined together. So here you can break this up a few different ways. The way I did it was I separated it into this rectangle, and then this triangle. Okay, so I found the area of each 3 shapes and then added them together. So first I'm going to find the area of this rectangle here. Okay, that's base times height, so that's going to be 9 times 27. You'll use your calculator to help you with that. When you put that in calculator, you get that that's 243 inches squared. So the area there is 243. Next, I'm going to find the area of this rectangle. Okay, so it's base times height. Well, I know that, or length times width, whichever one you say. So I know this length is 24. However, I don't know what this distance is. So I have to figure out how I can find that distance. Well, if I know that this whole length is 27 and this is 15, then this length has to be 12, because 12 and 15 is going to give you the full length of 27. Okay, so this rectangle is 24 by 12. When you put that in your calculator, you're going to get 288 inches squared. Okay, and then lastly I have this triangle down here. So it's, again, area is 1/2 base times height, or base times height divided by 2. Okay, I don't know the base or the height here. I need to find this distance, and I need to find this distance. Okay, I guess I have to use different colors. So first let's find this distance here. Alright, I know that this whole distance is 24, and I know that this distance is 12. So if this is 12, then this would also need to be 12. Okay? And then I need to find this distance. Okay, so if I know that this is 24 and this is 9. So therefore, from this point of the shape all the way over to the other side, from here all the way over to here, has to be 33. Because 24 plus 9 is 33. Alright, now I know that from here to here is 27. So 33 minus 27 is going to leave this distance to be 6. Okay, so I have 1/2 times the base times the height. Alright, when you put that in your calculator, you're going to get 36 inches squared. Now we just have to add the 3 areas together to find the total area of the whole figure. So when you add those, you're going to get 567 inches squared. Okay, so it's just kind of like a puzzle. You have to fill in all the pieces and then add up all the areas together. Let's try one more of those. So this shape, I went ahead and I divided it into this rectangle, this rectangle, and this quarter of a circle. Okay, so first I'm going to find the red rectangle up here. Right, its area is length times width, so it's 4 times 5. So that's going to be 20 inches squared. Right, next I'm going to find the area of the green rectangle. So that is length times width. Well, I know that this length is 4. And I have to figure out what this distance is. So it's going to be 7, 7, and this distance right here is 4. So 7 and 7 is 14, plus 4 is going to be 18. So the distance there, or the area there, is 72 inches squared. And then lastly, I have to find the area of the quarter circle. Okay, so I need to know what the radius is. Well, this is my radius right here. Okay, so again, so if this whole distance is 18, I know that this is 7, I know this is 8. Okay, so together that gives me 15. So that's leaving the radius right here to have to be 3. So the area is pi r squared. So that's 3.4. 3.14 times 3 squared. Okay, so 3.14 times 9 is going to give you 28 and 26 hundredths. We run around to the nearest tenth. So it's 28 and 3/10. And then again, lastly, you need to add the 3 areas together. So we have 20, 72, and 28 and 3/10. So when we add those 3 areas together, you're going to get the total area of the compound figure is 120 and 3/10 inches squared. Okay. All All right, one more. The last kind of problem you're going to do is when you have to find the area of the shaded figure. Okay, so they only want the area out here. They do not want you to include the area inside of here that's still white. So in order to do this, we're going to need to find the area of the whole rectangle, the big rectangle, and then subtract the area of the little rectangle, and that will just give us that outside part. So the area of the big rectangle is going to be found by doing length times width, 11 times 15. That'll give you 165. It doesn't have any units, it'd be units squared. And then we define the area of the little inside rectangle, which is 2 times 2, which is 4. To find the area of the shaded part, you're just going to subtract. So that's going to give you the area of the shaded part is 161 units squared. Okay? All right, if you have any questions, please reach out to me on email or on Teams, and I will help you. Good luck.